Jon Anik recently revealed a side of his relationship with the UFC that fans rarely get to see. While appearing on the latest Jackson podcast, Anik opened up about frustrations surrounding his contract with the promotion, and the message was pretty clear. He's not thrilled with how the UFC handles his deal. While explaining his exhausting fight week routine and the intense workload that comes with calling back-to-back numbered events like UFC 324 and UFC 325, Anik pointed to one specific clause that has been bothering him for a long time. Despite being a full-time UFC employee and one of the most respected voices in MMA, his contract allows the promotion to terminate him at any moment without any cause. Anik admitted that even his own agent was shocked by the language in the deal, saying it was the first time he'd ever seen something like that in a broadcaster's contract. That alone highlights just how unusual and one-sided the situation is. The way Anik discussed it made it obvious this isn't something he's comfortable with. He acknowledged that many broadcasters in similar positions enjoy guaranteed contracts, while he does not, and the frustration in his voice was hard to miss. For someone who spends endless hours traveling, researching fighters, and preparing for broadcasts, the lack of job security clearly weighs on him. For fans watching at home, this was a surprisingly honest and revealing moment. Let's hear exactly what Anik had to say.
Certainly after the Leon Edwards knockout and the way people responded to that call was certainly a special moment, but they can fire me without cause at any time.
But the UFC fight fans would rebel and probably just boycott all fights.
Well, a lot of broadcasters have guaranteed contracts though, but anyway.
That's a nice one to slip in there.
I mean,
Jon,
on your show.
When do we get the guarantee? When do we get the 10-year max deal?
I mean, obviously, you know, I'm just saying, like, if you don't think that, you know, a couple bad
you're on
shows,
a fight-to-fight contract?
No, I'm a full-time employee, but they can fire me without cause. That was the first time my agent had done a broadcaster's deal with that type of language, you know.
Well,
anyway,
if it makes you feel better, same here.
right. Back-to-back numbered events, UFC 324 and UFC 325 next year is going to be a pretty big challenge, right? Because I won't be able to turn the page to those potentially 34 athletes at UFC 325 until the Sunday after UFC 324. But I will have pre-voiced UFC 325 during the week for UFC 324.
Diego Lopes is once again preparing to face Alexander Volkanovski, and while many fans aren't exactly thrilled about the rematch, Lopes believes this second meeting will tell a completely different story. The first fight seemed to clearly favor Volkanovski, and with Volk nearing the later stages of his career, fans have been calling for fresh matchups instead of repeat fights. Lopes, however, is locked in. He admitted the first fight was far more difficult than he expected, crediting Volkanovski's movement, discipline, and flawless game plan. Since then, Lopes says he's completely overhauled his training. He identified major flaws in his previous camp, removed unnecessary distractions, and even built a private gym exclusively for himself and his team. Now training in a controlled environment with his own cage, Lopes says this camp has fixed the mistakes that cost him the first fight. He feels more confident, more prepared, and believes he can approach the rematch on his own terms. Every part of his preparation has been designed to target Volkanovski's tendencies and capitalize on openings that weren't there the first time. While fans may still be skeptical, Lopes insists this rematch is his opportunity to prove how much he's grown.
This is like more difficult for the takedown. I fixed this in my training camp. If I have the opportunity for takedown, I'm takedown him. This is 100%.
Okay.
But yeah, for the fish fight, I know feel confidence for takedown. No, wow. I know feel confidence because like this, no, he move very well. His game plan is perfect. You know, I remember it's like I listed the Volkanovski corner. Every time he stay in my front, the guy say he game plan. He started back to the game plan. No? So it's like how credit for Volkanovski. Like this, he's make a great job in April.
So what did you learn from that first fight?
Oh, I learned a lot. You know, it's like when I have the fight with Volk, I have this a little bit ego, no? Like I think I don't need to fix many things in my training camp. I think anything is good, right. You know. But after the fight, I see many things is like it's not good in my training camp. So after this fight, I fix many things, you know. I fix many things.
Michael Morales recently sat down with Spanish ESPN journalist Papa Legospi and dropped some major news. According to Morales, a title fight with Islam Makhachev is actively being discussed behind the scenes, with potential dates already in play. Morales also addressed the recent controversy surrounding his professional record, which was briefly altered after older bouts were reclassified. He explained that following discussions between his management, the show's production team, and Tapology, the issue was resolved and his undefeated record was restored. The Ecuadorian fighter detailed how the confusion began, why he felt the change was unfair, and how everything was eventually cleared up. Before Morales spoke publicly, the rumored welterweight title fight was believed to be targeted for the White House card. Now, Morales has revealed June or July as the likely window, strongly suggesting the UFC is lining up Makhachev versus Morales for that event. This lines up with comments Islam made earlier, saying the UFC offered him Morales back in January, an opportunity he couldn't accept at the time.
I was surprised when my record was modified because they tried to count a fight that was never official. It happened inside a TV show in Ecuador back in 2017 called The Last Fight. It was clearly explained to us that these were exhibition fights. They were not going to count on our professional records. It was just a recorded television show. The rounds were shorter, the format was similar to The Ultimate Fighter, and you advanced in phases. I lost one of those fights, but it was never meant to be professional. I have never denied that loss. I have always said I lost a fight when I was 17 years old. I say it in every interview. But it was not a professional fight with 3 5-minute rounds. It was not under Sherdog or Topology standards, and it should never count on my record. Topology did not investigate the event properly. My manager contacted them, and even the producers confirmed the event was not official. I fought at different weights in the same show, which alone proves it was not professional. After reviewing everything, my record went back to normal at 19-0. Now, we move forward. We are waiting for fight number 20, and it's going to be big. We are already in talks about a title fight. It is actively being worked on. The timing depends on the health of the opponent, possibly June or July, but everything is moving forward, and I am ready to go.
The relationship between UFC superstar Alex Pereira and flyweight contender Tracy Cortez has officially come to an end. Just 1 week after going public, Pereira announced on social media that the two have decided to go their separate ways. According to Pereira, the breakup was mutual, with no bad blood involved. He thanked fans for their support during the brief time the relationship was public and made it clear there's nothing but respect between the two. Pereira also wished Tracy Cortez continued success in both her career and personal life, keeping the message calm and classy, especially considering how much attention their relationship attracted in such a short span. Pereira posted on Instagram, "Thank you my fans for all the love. I would like to communicate with you guys that even though me and Tracy shared great moments together, we decided it would be better for the both of us to go our separate ways. I wish her nothing but the best in her journey." What started as one of the most unexpected pairings in MMA has now quietly come to a close, leaving fans surprised at just how quickly things changed. Michael Chandler recently gave his take on the highly anticipated Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett matchup at UFC 324. Chandler believes Gaethje has the edge, pointing to his experience, skill set, and overall completeness as a fighter. That said, Chandler made it clear that Pimblett shouldn't be underestimated. He noted that many fans judge Paddy based on his appearance or personality, but his fight IQ and skill level are much higher than people realize. Chandler reflected on facing Pimblett himself and praised his patience, composure, long reach, sharp kicks, and calculated approach inside the cage. Even so, Chandler believes Gaethje is a different level of intensity altogether, aggressive, relentless, and dangerous. If forced to choose, Chandler leans toward Gaethje becoming interim champion, but he emphasized that this is far from an easy matchup. Chandler also teased something massive. He revealed that talks are ongoing with the UFC regarding a potential Conor McGregor fight at the White House. According to Chandler, the chances are higher than ever before and momentum is building. He added that he's about to begin training soon, fully focused on June and ready to deliver fireworks if the fight becomes official. That's it from MMA Time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA updates.